thought for the day. So, you know, a lot of times we aim low, just because we're used to lowered expectations, I guess. I don't know. We settle, and we're kind of cynical, and we're hard-bitten realists. We get pessimistic. We don't think great things will happen. Even like with hope, I think we settle for hope when I think God wants to give us the vitality of hope. We settle for hope when we're being offered the thrill of hope. The weary world rejoices. Don't settle. 2 weeks ago, I was saying Mass at Camp Miller, at one of probation camp, and we're in the gym, and it's there they do Mass in kind of a circle, and all the homies are there in a circle. And after Mass, a volunteer got up and she said, so after Mass now, we're going to have hot chocolate and we're going to have muffins, and then we're going to bring the tree in and we're going to decorate the tree. And over here, the biggest vato in the whole room goes, yes! Like that. And we all look at him and he goes, I never did that! You know, so he was completely, it was the thrill of hope. The weary world rejoices. I remember a number of years ago, in our old office, a homie who was working at Homeboy Industries got his very first paycheck on payday. And he walked to my office, you know what I'm going to do right now? I want to go to the market. And I'm buying me a big old jar of Goobers. You know, it's the peanut butter with the swirls of grape jelly in it. I go, really? He goes, yeah, because when I was a kid, I used to walk with my mom in the market, and I said, can we buy that? Pointing at the Goobers, and she'd say, no, it's too expensive. So right now I'm going to go buy me some Goobers, some Captain Crunch, and some Lunchables. The thrill of hope, the weary world rejoices. We don't want to settle for less. I remember a homie years ago named Oscar who he spent most of his day just running up to cars, and he actually was sort of walking. He never ran anywhere, and so he to sell crack, and he'd make just enough to be able to buy a pastrami madness at gyms, and always heard the woofing from his lady and from his grandma. One day he walked into my office and he said, congratulate me. I said, why? You're looking at a working man. Yes. Wow, where are you working? And he said, well, that's the thing, I don't want you to tell anybody. I work at Chuck E. Cheese. Oh, that's great. Well, what do you do there? He goes, this is the part you really can't tell anybody. Looking around, checking for spies, you know. I'm the rat. That's great. You know, you're Chuck E. Cheese. He goes, yeah. Well, that's terrific. You go, no, it ain't. I gotta wear that suit, and it's hot, and it'd be humming in that suit, you know. And little kids, they'd be pushing you and putting chicle on you. I hate it. I said, well, what made you kind of wake your ass up and the alarm clock to go off? And he said, in 1 month, my son's gonna be born. And I want him to come into the world, and I want him to look at me, his father, a working man. We settle for hope when we're being offered the vitality of hope. We settle for hope when God is trying to give us the thrill of hope. The weary world rejoices. So try to find the thrill in it today. Try to find the vitality in it today. Aim high and don't settle for less.